Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a 3 looks using one palette. The palette that we are going to be using today is the Colourpop and Becky G palette. Not sure how to say that, so I do apologize. This is what the palette looks like. Now I do want to mention that the look that I have on my eyes now is not from this palette, but you see I filmed this 3 looks one palette about 2 weeks ago. I know, 2 weeks ago, and when I was editing I realized that I deleted the footage where I do the introduction and I do the ending and letting you know what I think about this palette, and I wasn't just gonna upload it with just the looks because it makes no sense. So I just ended up filming a different video for you guys, and I just figured let me film the intro for this and let me film the outro for it so I can let you know my thoughts on this palette, because I have some thoughts. If I sound a little bit low, it's currently 2 o'clock in the morning and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, obviously. So if this is something that you're interested in seeing, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so those are the 3 looks I created using this palette. Now let's talk about this palette. When I first seen this palette, I did not want to get it. It didn't really call to me. I get it. It's a beautiful palette, but I just felt like it was shades I already have, which I knew this going into it, and that's why I decided to do the 3 looks one palette using this, just because I felt like it would actually make me reach for it, because this was not something I was really reaching for. Now I did purchase this because right before I went on my no buy, I made an order from Colourpop and I needed free shipping, so I just added this palette in. I'm not sure if I got it on sale. I don't think I got it on sale, but I know I got a couple other palettes on sale. That is the main reason why I ended up purchasing this in the first place, just because I needed free shipping, so I needed to add some more stuff in my order. Let's start to talk about this palette. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the formula because Colourpop formula is good. I honestly really like their mattes. I like their shimmers, so it's not about the formula. It's the palette itself. I feel like it didn't call to me at all. I didn't feel inspired. I think that by the third look, I was mainly just sitting there like, what can I possibly do? So these are colors that I mainly bring on my channel anyway. Like lately, I have been really playing with this shade. I have done a look with this color. And even though I did it again, you get what I'm saying? So I feel like when I open this palette to do the 3 looks, 1 palette, that by the second look or the third look, I was just mainly struggling on what to do. It is a beautiful palette if you do not have all the palettes that I have in my collection. But for the most part, I just don't feel inspired by it. That is just my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure other people look at this and could think of so much looks to create. But honestly, I'm not really good with color combos and creating my own eyeshadow looks. I barely know what the hell I'm doing, so sometimes it comes out good, sometimes it doesn't. So that is just my thoughts on this palette. If I honestly had to choose between this or the Through My Eyes palette from Colourpop, I would definitely choose the Through My Eyes palette just because it has more colors. Like when I did the look with that palette, I just felt inspired. Other than that, I just feel like this is really just your basic eyeshadow palette with a pop of blue and maybe a pop of gold. But I mean, like I said, the formula is good. The looks I created, I feel like they was nice. But it's not something that I would normally just reach for. It's not something that I would say, oh yeah, I really want to use that Becky G palette. I'm most likely going to end up forgetting about this and possibly decluttering it one day in the future. No time soon, but just one day. So even though I felt uninspired, I am happy that I decided to do the 3 looks 1 palette using this palette just because that was 3 times that I used the palette. Now let me know if this is something that you're interested in seeing, because I really think I'm going to start liking the 3 looks 1 palette because I'll get to use that 1 palette more as opposed to just using it one time and then putting it away. Unfortunately, there are a lot of eyeshadow palettes in my collection. Some only been used once, some have not been used at all. So I think 3 looks 1 palette is something that I might possibly try to do on my channel in the future. Just let me know if that's something that you're interested in. But that is it. That's all I have for you guys today. I am sorry about the mix-up. I know I wanted to do the intro and outro with one of the looks I created, but you know me, something always has to happen. But that is it. That is all I have for you guys today. If you're interested in subscribing before you leave, then go right ahead. And I'm just going to end this video with a thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, and I really hope to see you in my next one. Bye.